Caitlin in Kentucky says, Dave, I see leadership potential in some of my younger team members, but they're not quite ready yet. How do you give them real responsibility without setting them up to fail? I put them over projects instead of people first and see if they can get some projects done. Give them some tasks, some responsibilities, and where it's a measurable result and we can see success with that. And then I would, and sometimes then you could run them temporarily over a small team to run a project, or a person or two to knock that project out. And then you walk alongside them while they're doing that and mentor them in the relational interaction with the team. So that, but you walk with them before you run with them. You crawl before you walk before you run, right? And the same thing with them, and you're going to walk right beside them, hold them up, show them what to do. You don't just throw them up against something and hope it works. No, we're going to say, here we go. And in the moment, just you walk out of that meeting, you go, okay, you did that pretty well, but if you'd have done this or said this or that, you'd have been better off moving that project along. Instead, that guy kind of pushed him back there. So anyway, you got ways to talk through this with people, but you have to be in the moment with them. And so they're sitting beside you, you're sitting beside them in the first time they drive the car. We don't just toss them the keys and go, I hope you don't wreck, hope you don't fail. Good luck with that. Brakes on the right, Don't step down on that thing on the far right. It's going to make it go. I mean, you don't want to do that. You don't do that. You get in there and go, this is how this works. That accelerator is going to be a lot more sensitive than you thought it was in your mind. So just touch it barely and see how that feels. Yeah, here we go. And you just walk them through it, and you're there real time while they're actually doing it. And then the more competence they show, the more you lengthen the rope of control. And so by the time they are excellent at it, that rope is really, really, really long. And but we don't just toss them a 75-foot rope. I mean, we're at 7 inches to start with, right? We're right here with them. And so that's mentoring, that's discipling, that's training, and you set up some real-world scenarios where they really see the result of their actions, positive and negative, and you can walk with them and show them every step of the way. And it's worth the investment, by the way. Those leaders that you train like that are much better than a leader coming from another organization that you have to get to do it your way. When you say, look, you start this with the motive of what's good for that person. Leadership is service. Leadership is influence. So this is what leadership means. And we're trying to be a leader here, not a boss. And so we want to lead. We want to pull. We don't want to push. We want to pull. We don't want to push. We want to ask questions, not make so many statements. Pull, 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 not push, push, push. And that will definitely get you there, Caitlin. Excellent question there, kiddo. Proud of you. Keep it up. Keep growing those young leaders. That's a big deal.